What do you do, Chicago sports faithful? What do you do when they get rid of your favorite safety? Okay. When they get rid of your favorite linebacker, when they get rid of one of your favorite receivers. Many times before, we would be shaken, we would be torn, we would stay and remain faithful. But at the end of the day, it was a lot of singing the blues, but not anymore. And we're going to find out why and what we're going to do right after this.
Tops on the ice, red lights flash, goods in the summer, whole city mad. Track sick of tone, nigga ran for the sound. City ride with it, yeah, this our town. It's Chicago. Fucking hell, we live in Chicago. Sports podcast, yeah, we in it. Cut the take, cut the call. Whole city tell you when we turn the ball. It's Chicago. Let's pay, lean in. Chicago. Sports podcast, yeah, this spin. Same heart, same code. Sports podcast, hey, let's go.
A lot of things have been happening. A lot of things that have been happening with Chicago sports and Chicago Sports Podcast. I want to give a shout out to you viewers at home that's been supporting us, our ride or dies, our day ones, or our yesterday. Maybe today is the first day that you've tuned in. I want to thank you guys personally, and I want to thank Chicago Bears faithful. You guys have been there through the worst, from the lowest of lows, and now we're high, right? So here's the deal. Why are all of our favorite players being traded and moved and everything and released, and yet we're okay? Normally we wouldn't be okay. We'd be like, what's going on? What's going on? Oh my gosh, incompetent ownership, incompetent managers, incompetent, team, players, whatever. We need a better, we're going to go sign a guy like Byron Pringle, and that's going to be our top freaking, and you walk away from this type of deal, and maybe they go spend a lot of money on the wrong position and the wrong player. But right now, it's like there's no real sense of urgency, and I want to know why. Do me a favor and hit this hotline, 872-256-1424. That's a CSP hotline. Leave a message, comment, or a question for the show, man. I appreciate you guys. We're firing up this hotline back up. I want to get this going so your guys' voices can be heard, okay? I'd love to do that. I would absolutely love to do that. Now, like I said, I want to know, should Chicago attempt to bring in Maxx Crosby after the Baltimore trade failure? How many of you people were like, wait, what's going on? Is this clickbait? Is this clickbait? How in the heck did this happen? Where Trey Hendrickson goes to the Ravens on a 4-year deal, 112 mil, 60 million guaranteed. It's like, wait, what's up? Psych, just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. Yeah, not really. That didn't really happen. Okay. And we know that that's potentially what we go into when we go into the tampering. It just never really fell this far. And it's never really been that big of a thing. It's not like 2 firsts for a non-quarterback, that went to like an edge or something is what I'd say. And that, I think that right there is like the wake-up call for us that kind of lets me feel. Let me know if you guys feel that the potential tampering on the Monday deal is going to go to the wayside, because we saw what happened with Baltimore when they pulled the, quarter behind the ear kid trick, with freaking Baltimore. It's unbelievable, sent it back to the Raiders. And now all of a sudden the Raiders went and signed an amazing freaking center that we might have got. A bunch of guys, linebackers, defensive backs, they went out and really made that team look good. And quite possibly they did exactly what Maxx Crosby wanted to do, but they did all that in mind, thinking that they were going to get 2 first-round draft picks in return. And they didn't get that. And now, GMs have to go to the owner and say, hey, listen, I know we're fiscally responsible. I know we're supposed to be, we have a budget, right? And this is what we're going to do. This is our approach. And we're going to look at it. I'm going to send you an email. We're going to stay on top of it, make sure you get it. We might even have a war room meeting and have a conversation, right? I'm going to keep you updated. This is what we're going to do. And now all of a sudden, a guy that has a hefty price tag in Maxx Crosby is sent right back to return to sender, unbelievable, At least they freaking, what's up with this taillight warranty approach? I don't think that we are going to see the tampering going on for too long. I think it's been exposed and what could potentially happen. And I wouldn't be surprised. I think, remember, was it Raquan Smith? There was a trade for a draft pick with Baltimore. Do you guys remember that? It was a few years ago. Trying to remember how it went down, but they pulled the carpet from underneath us, the rug right from underneath us. And like all of a sudden, we didn't have that. And it just was like, oh, well, don't have it, let me know in the comments below if you guys remember something like that. I don't know if I want to say Baltimore has been in the dirt before, playing dirty pool, if you know what I'm saying. But so far we've got no Hendrickson, no Oa, no Mack, and no Chasen. Okay, so who's left for Chicago to target at defensive edge and free agency? Who would you guys like to see, man? Shout out to everybody that's coming in the chat. Like I said, appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that like button. It's free, okay? And it doesn't cost you a thing, and we want to grow this community, man. This show is created from a fan to fan. This show is created for me, for you, man. I want your voice to be heard. You're not going to hear this on the three-letter networks of ABC, NBC, CBS, okay? You're going to hear this and you're not going to hear this on the four-letter networks of ESPN, CHGO. No. You're going to hear this right here by Chicago Sports Podcast, man. And this is for you guys, okay? So we want your voice to be heard. Like I said, I want to fire this. Help me get this CSP hotline. You know what? Here's the deal. You guys leave me a voicemail. We're going to play it during the show. Not this time, but next time. We'll play it during the show. And the best voicemail, the one that's the most exciting, everybody's going to sit back in the war room, in our chat room, and we're going to come together and say, which one do we like? And I'm going to throw my hat in, okay? I'm just going to let you guys know. I'm going to let you guys pick, and then I'm going to say who I liked, okay? Maybe we all agree. I don't know. We'll figure it out, okay? But whoever it is, we're going to give them a jersey of their choice. How about that? Yeah. That's great, right? So, yeah. So here's the deal. I want to get back into this thing, man. I want to get back into this thing about what Pelissero said. He said, so roughly 13 hours after the Maxx Crosby trade was called off, the Ravens have landed another Pro Bowl rusher. Trey Hendrickson heads to Baltimore on a 4-year, $112 million contract negotiated by NSA Football. Now, prior to this, I was actually trying to say that, Trey needs to get rid of his agent. He's not doing him any favors. He's not doing him no justice. And honestly, he got exactly what he wanted. Okay. He got exactly what he wanted in that contract. He wanted 28 to 30 mil. He got 28, but look at the guarantee, man, 60 million. Are you kidding me? You're at the end. This is his contract. This is his final contract where he, sails off into the sunset, retires, and we'll see what happens after that. But this guy, and you know what? And he's at a good program. He's at a really good program, and they need him too. I mean, especially with the fact that their head coach is gone, and it takes a little while. Now, I won't say that their new head coach isn't going to do a good job, because I think he will. I think he will do a good job, but it takes a little while. I mean, not everybody gets a Ben Johnson, right? Not everybody gets a good, better, best, right? But Chicago Bears did. But not everybody's Chicago Bears, okay? And I'm pretty sure this guy's super happy to get out of Cincinnati. You know what I mean? I mean, let's be honest, guys. It's been rough. It has been rough, okay? So here's a free agents, defensive ends options on the table. You got Maxx Crosby at the top. Now he's available. Joey Bosa, Danico Autry, Leonard Floyd. We've had him before. Jeter, Gross, Matos, Mike Dana, Von Miller, and Cam Jordan. Those are our options right now. Those are the top guys. Is there anybody in there that, makes you say, I can't live without the guy? That's what you got to look at when it comes in terms of this, okay? This is going to be second to third stage tier money, okay? It's not going to be big type money, whatever, for these type of guys. But You're definitely not getting this guy. And there's almost a reason to believe we won't be getting this guy. I think we might be players again, but I don't think we're serious players. And quite honestly, I really feel like there's a place for Max and the Raiders to still get 2 firsts. I don't think that yesterday's price is today's price. No, 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 because we've moved forward. However, I will say this. The Raiders can easily say that we're going to go ahead and just sign the best defensive end available in free agency in that type of, world, or player available is what I would say. If they create that headspace, now we have all of these people available. Now we have all these people we've brought in to make our team better. Max doesn't make your team worse. Okay. And to be honest, the one thing that he has with his pedigree is he has that drive, he has that desire, he has that burn, and he gets everybody fired up in the building. This guy's hard to replace. He's locker room talent. He fought addiction. He fought a lot of different things, and he figured it out. And now he is a brand all of in its own. And this guy is amazing. He's pretty special. So he's hard to replace. You know what I'm trying to say? But I don't know. Here's some guy that I feel is hard to replace. Okay, Kevin Byard to the Patriots, 1-year deal, $9 million. We knew that he was probably going to get around 13 mil. I mean, his numbers, he was the best safety in the NFL. And he gets 1 year, $9 million. Aside from his age, tell me what I'm missing here. Tell me what I'm missing here. Now, I do know this. I do know that Dennis Allen is preferring people to play a lot of different ways. Okay. He wants a prototypical Bear to be safety, to be down in the box. That's something that Byard is not. He is not down in the box type guy. He is good coverage. He's really good coverage. He led the NFL in interceptions, but he's not a down in the box type guy. So how am I going to make things that are the same look different? I'm going to do that by swapping out a cornerback to play safety and a safety to play cornerback, maybe even a linebacker. You guys know where I'm going with this. Like zone blitzes, things like that. I push you forward, I pull him back, and you guys are in a different situation. And if they go up tempo, no huddle, now all of a sudden I've got the advantage. Same way we run that, 12 style offense where we've got the jumbo tight end and all that, okay, we can go ahead and line up our tight end in Colson Loveland out in the Y in the slot, right? I can put him out there if you're going to put a linebacker on him. And now all of a sudden it's boot scoot boogie all the way to the end zone. Potentially. Just depends. Did you send a safety? Because if you send a safety and you've got a linebacker to cover Colston, it might be a short foot race and a whole lot of yak, baby. So, yeah, no, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I love the fact that Ben Johnson, iron sharpens iron. They're locked in. And I just had a really good conversation with a business conversation with some very good, like-minded people. And I'm going to tell you guys all a little bit about it soon. We haven't finished terms and whatnot, but some really cool stuff is going to, come forward. And when we do, Chicago sports, this might be, every day is a good day. Every hour is a good hour. Every month, every year with you guys is the best ever. But this might be our year. And I would have to say large in part because, you're in position. You guys have helped me. You guys have helped my staff and our team. You guys included our team get to that level. And I think it's awesome. And it's things like that in life where you kind of can identify with a world-class athlete, but I'm nowhere near a world-class athlete. But when you get on that team and you got somebody in the building, in the locker room that has that drive, right? What did you guys just hear a Bear player say? What did you guys just hear a Bear player say? Brisker just said that is a guy that you would die on the field for, basically, is what he said, paraphrasing, but we'll run through a wall for, be the Kool-Aid kid and just truck through a wall. You know what I mean? Just hit stick it. I mean, and then talking to these guys, I really feel really good about this. And I can't wait to unlock and share so many good things that are going to happen, fast forward, Anyways, let's see what else goodies that we got in here before we start our mock draft. Because listen, you lose a guy like Byard mock draft, right? You bring a guy in from Seattle who's pretty stinking awesome, and Bryant, okay, still got to do mock draft. We're missing a safety now that Byard's gone. Okay, we got to do our due diligence. We got to bring a guy in that plays both ways, that plays down in the box and plays zone coverage, man, all that good stuff. Or we're going to bring one of them dudes in, maybe like D-Nice said, maybe like Darius said, and I quote, first round, downtown. Maybe we'll go get that safety, right? Maybe first round we get a safety. Best player available, right? So we'll see what happens. Let the draft come to us. We're going to do in polls we trust. I'm going to do in my chat we trust. I'm flipping the switches. Tonight, you guys are going to do the first one, and I'm going to do the second one, okay? And we're going to go back to the PFT. We're going to do the PFSN, okay? Not the PFF. I like the PFS. I think I'm going to get a there might be a change back to what we had before. Anyways, so let's see what we have behind this. Oh, this is Devin Bush, I think, his coverage. I got the video here. So get your popcorn, check this out. Enjoy the show. Look at this guy. Oh my gosh. So fast. Look at him. Look at him. Oh man, this is going to be a breath of fresh air. Undersized, super fast, grinder, helmet, fly to the this is what you hear Lance Briggs say all the time on that podcast. Fly to the ball. Everybody flies to the ball. Get to the ball. You got to get to the ball in order to make a football play. Those who make football play stay in the league a long time. This guy right here, man. Wow. Yards per coverage snap, linebacker 2025. Devin Bush, 0.49. Barton from Tennessee is 0.48. Dude, second in coverage for a linebacker. Look at him. To the house. He's housing it, bros. He's housing it. Look at that. Look at that. Whew. Oh, my gosh. Wow. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Love it. All right. So, yeah, that's enough of that. Yeah, like I said, man, unbelievable. But here's the deal. Getting back to this question. No Hendrickson, no OA, no Mack or Chasen. Okay. Who's left for Chicago to target at defensive end or edge in free agency? Or do we bolster the defensive line? Now, I made a little joke with somebody earlier because the Cowboys just traded their key, like, best defensive lineman. Forgive me, sir. I'm not even going to try to attempt to pronounce your name. Somebody else in the chat can put it up, but I'm not even going to try to announce it. But here's the deal. Why do I all of a sudden have this vibe that we got like the Temu version of the Cowboys freaking defensive line? I mean, I was happy with what we got. I'm like, everybody's like, all right, Trax, this is clearly, a depth piece, maybe somebody that could, fight for some minutes and some time and start some times and all this and that. And then I'm like, well, I understand that. I've heard Jim Miller and several different people say that the defensive line is the most substituted positional group in all of football. So you got to have a lot of dudes, right? You got to have a lot of dogs. So this would be one, and but then today I see that dude and I'm like, come on, man, come on, make it make sense. Why couldn't we? All I'm saying is this: if everybody's going for edge and it's a lot of money, and your defensive tackle is less, and you could bolster that and find a way to go get an edge in the draft or a trade next year or free agency, I say you make your team better that way. I don't think you overpay and put yourself in a bad position. Now, next year when we've got north of 111 million to play with, okay? When you got that type of money, then you can start talking some big names. If we're one step closer to that, if we're one step closer to the Lombardi next year, you can go get a guy. You like Maxx. You can go get a guy like Trey, and put that guy in there. But right now, where our cap space is at and whatever, I will say this. If you restructure some contracts, move some stuff, kick the can around, you can create some space to bring a guy like that in. And then if you have to get rid of a guy that's underperforming like Dale, and then go ahead and remember when his name first came on the show and we were like excited and drank the Kool-Aid and bought all in. We're like, Dale. We're all excited. Remember those shows back in like April, guys, and what April, May? Remember that? And then shortly you're like, oh, it was bad. But yeah, you get rid of a guy like that, you got dead cap, right? But you roll that into next year when you got 111 mil, it's a little easier to handle, and then you've got, you can, so I don't know what's going on with that guy. I will say this, he's highly motivated at this point, bringing all these guys in, because you really don't know who's going to take your spot. And whoever doesn't work out along with him will also be shown the door. They'll be hitting bricks. The Shoelace Express is what'll be happening there. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get in the chat, man. Let's go see what you guys are doing out there. And Chicago Sports Podcast land, man. What's up, Annie Up? You re-up and trust the process. Yes, sir. What's up, D Nice? Bear down. Yes, Annie Up. Let's get it. What it do, chat? We in here. Chat, talk to me. Pringle. Dead. Oh, man. Ant Mass is in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tracks. What up? Salute, my guy. I love the pleasantries. You guys are great. What's up, Jay Capone? Jay Cologne. I feel like a move is coming. Dude, when is a move not coming? Like every time you're just like, oh, I want a little dopamine hit. Polls do something. And then it's like, what? Oh, okay. You did do something, I mean, just when you thought that we didn't have, and we were worried about losing everybody, and guys, including guys on my staff, were talking about, bro, we literally let our defense go, like a lot of people, right? And that's fair, because we are trying to make this defense better. What were we like 26 or something crazy? So we got to make it a lot better. Like, say middle road 15 at least. Let's try to chip away and get 10 better than that. I mean, if we do better than that, then wow, we're really doing stuff. If we move into the top 10, that's crazy. But we'll see what happens. The way our offense clicks, I don't think we have to be top 10, 15, 20. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, especially when we do the takeaways. If we can keep that up, man, I'll tell you what. You know what I'm saying? James says, bear down, CSP family. I'm fired up for this draft. Every day, we're still going to keep the division title our belt. Yep. Ant Mass, James. Yep. The draft is the second best time of the year. Oh, absolutely, my guy. Absolutely. The first best time is mock draft with you guys. So we get to have our draft before they do. Yes, sir. James, bear down, brother. So, Jake Capone says, Poles has been responsible from day one. He deserves some PTO and get Maxx. I like that. That's good, man. That's good. Get the clap now. You get the clap. So, James says, draft is just like Christmas. Annie up. Rosie, what's up, man? Team lost everybody. No, we didn't lose everybody, Rose. But, and hopefully thanks for coming on the show. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Share this video with everybody, man. If you're a first-time viewer, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram or X app, and Rose, I will send you a jersey, your choice. All right. Even if you are the enemy. Okay. So Annie Up says facts. No Bradley Chubb either. Great point, Jay. Yeah, that just happened, right? We were one of the worst defenses from top to bottom last season. I'm not mad at anyone. We lost. Yeah. Joel Sander. What's up, Joel? I like Zion Young in the first round. The Bears may have to trade up to get him. Actually, the last mock draft I saw, he was going at 40. So if you guys want in your draft, if you really want to get Zion Young and that's the first guy that you want to go get, we could trade back. Okay. Or we could trade our 57 and our 60 to go to 40 or something else, package that together to get under 40, maybe 35, 39 and go get him and still get our first round draft pick. Something to think about, man. It's your guys' draft. The first one, the second one's mine. We're flipping it, flipping the script. All right. So Annie Up says, Bears going safety higher than we think. I agree. I think it's very possible. You know what? As long as they're not gone in the top 24, I think we go get one at 25. I really do. I think what D9 says and what real Annie Up says is a very, very good possibility. I really do. Alan, what's up, buddy? If I'm not mistaken, Javion Clowney is still out there too. Javion Clowney. How old is Javion? How old is that guy now? Isn't he like, I don't know, man. I feel like he's been around for a while. I remember they were kicking him around for so long and was like, we got to get, and everybody, but he just never really, he's just like, meh. He's like average, right? But still a good depth piece for somebody, right? Oh God, yeah, Louis. He's way older than Crosby. He's way older than a lot of people. He's way older than any defensive lineman on our team, that's for sure. Good evening from North Dakota. Good evening, buddy. Bear down, Lewis. Cam Jordan on a cheap 1 year. Yeah, I mean, why not? What's up? Oh man, super chat in the building. Thank you so much, man. Oh no. Who are you taking, Crosby or you know what, Dexy? He has actually disappeared on some games. I do like Dexy. I don't think he's nearly as expensive. And you're definitely not going to give up 2 firsts or a first and a second. I don't think a lot of people are floating that a second is going to get it done. Because the whole reason why the Raiders even went out there to get anything done is they said it would take a minimum of 2 firsts to do. The only ones that answered that was Baltimore Ravens, and so he went to Baltimore. Now, since Baltimore rescinded it, they said they're listening, but they're preparing to save Maxx and keep Maxx because they were going to do that initially anyways. So, and I still think they have enough room. I think they got like north of 90 mil. So they got enough room to do both, and they can restructure Maxx contract for this year in order to help them out through next year too. And they could, they're still a couple years away, and I think they know that. But Davis is probably looking at like, what in the world is going on? We got to do something. Okay. I don't even know about that center. I don't know if they're going to keep that center. I would say they should keep the center, especially if they're going to draft quarterback in the first round. But how does that work out? You know what I mean? Linderbaum. James says, so is the kicker wide receiver for the Lions. But what I've read, he's got some history with Coach Johnson when Coach Johnson was in Detroit. Yep, I agree. Yep. Welcome to the podcast. Please subscribe. Appreciate you, man. Clowney is 33. Not terrible. I was thinking maybe even north of that, but I was thinking maybe 30, like 32, 33-ish. So still something, but I mean, even when he was younger, he really didn't like kill it, so he's not really gonna, blaze trails for us, I would rather take a chance at like a Vaughn, even though Vaughn's older than him, but Vaughn was a player, and I think he could come in and do something, at least teach the younger guys. He could definitely help Book Cook. So love the pleasantries, man. Love how you guys are all supporting each other, saying hi. This is a cool brotherhood, man. You guys share this video right now. Go to your Facebook right now. Don't leave the show, but open up another window and share this video right now so everybody could watch this awesome show and watch you guys mock draft. Telling you, you guys do a Very nice mock draft, okay, is what I'll say. That's what I'll say right there. So here we go. Mock draft. Mock draft. Mock draft time, baby. Here we go. Boom. How about that? You guys excited? I'm excited. Let's get it. Let's get it, guys. You guys ready to get it? You guys are up. Okay, we're going fast. We're going fast, man. We're going freaky fast here. 7 rounds, Chicago Bears, PFSN. Well, there's different lists. You guys go to the PFSN list? You guys want to go with ESPN list or PFF? What do you guys want to do? I say we keep it simple and stick with the PFSN. Could go to PFF, Athletic. It's up to you guys. You know what? I'll do mine PFF. You guys do PFSN because that's what we're used to. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. The enemy wants to trade with us. Nope, not happening. Here's interesting. I feel like the Cardinals was listening to our show. They want to trade 25 and 241 for 34 and 65. Now, I will say this. If you guys want to go ahead and do this, I will do this. It's up to you guys. The value offered from them is 253. The value offered that we have is 231. So we are winning this one, guys. And like I said, you could still go get that guy at 40. If you want Zion, he's still available at 34. Pretty confident that. If you really want to get Zion Young at edge, and then you trade your 241 for 65, I say that's pretty nice. That will definitely give us an extra pick in the top 100, in the top 75, in the top 70. If we get that 65th pick. So you guys let me know what you guys want to do. Is that something you guys are interested in? You guys like that idea? Get the gears going and see how we do. Yeah, I agree, James. What do you guys think? Talk to me. Talk to me, Goose. You guys want to do this trade or just, let's see who's available first, okay? Okay, Lewis said I'd buy that on a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, but let me just share with you guys really quickly. I feel like I potentially should have showed you who we got available first. Okay, this is who we got first. Let me bring it up a little bit larger. Okay, so this is who we got. We got Monroe Freeling, offensive tackle, Georgia. Caden Proctor, Alabama. Ty Simpson, Omar Cooper, Casey Conception, Akeem Messidor. Messidor is available there, right? Okay. So, yep, that's what's going on there. That's what's going on there. Okay. Brandon Sis, CJ Allen, Colton Hood, TJ Parker, Kristen Miller, Max Inaker, Chase Bizontis, Emmanuel McNeil Warren. We could even get McNeil Warren from Toledo, guys. Holy Toledo. So you guys let me know what you want to do, okay? You guys want to trade back and take that pick from Arizona? I'm kind of in the same thought as Louis. I said our other offer is the Packers. So I said we're not trading with the enemy. I would, but not realistic. Just draft the Bears spots. No, the Bears can draft the Bears spots. We're fans, man. We're fans. No way. Have to get an edge. It's almost mandatory to get an edge. Messidor. Okay, so we've got some now Messidor is at 29. He's at 29. But you can still get Zion later, right? At 48. and get him at 48. So if we trade the 34, we're definitely going to get him, but we get an extra pick, right? We get an extra pick. That's what I'd say. Huh. In the heck? What's up, Greg? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Interior defensive lineman, safety, or edge? Yeah, I agree, Greg, for sure. So are you guys for this trade? Let me show up the trade one more time. Let me guys show you this trade right here. So Green Bay, we're obviously not going to trade with them, right? That's the enemy. There's Arizona. Those are our two offers. Arizona's given us 34 for 25, and they're giving us 65 for 241. Are we drafting this pick right now? What do you guys want to do? You guys want to go for the trade, or just go ahead and pick a guy right now? I would say if you're not in love with anybody up until pick 34, you go ahead and go get your edge. You go ahead and get your edge, right? You got Massador at 29. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and accept this. All right, we're accepting it. We're rejecting both of these. And there we go. We got Emmanuel McNeil Warren at safety. He's still available, guys. He's still available. Okay. Zion Young is still available also. Which means for me, if I can slide to 43, if I can slide from 34 to 43, I might be able to get an extra draft pick. But I'm okay with drafting a guy 9 spots early. Or no, 14 spots early. Zion Young. All right, yeah. Now propose a trade. Let's see here. Let's try with the Saints. Well, let's try with the Chiefs at 40. Confirm. Close. Likely accept. 148. Let's see. All right. Okay. We got to reject. We got to, yeah. All right. We're getting Zion Young like you guys wanted. Okay. Zion Young. Now, I will say this Jacksonville is offering an 81 and an 88. I think that's pretty freaking good considering we still have a 60. They're offering up 102 to 196. So I'm going to reject this though, because I really value this pick right here. Really value this pick right here. Which position do you guys want right now? Now, if you guys can't live without that, then let me know and I'll go ahead and go back. Isaac says, go ahead and trade already. Oh, Isaac, if you're a first time listener, let me know, man. Let me know right now. I appreciate you, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. So we got the edge. Now we need to look at defensive tackle, offensive tackle, safety, and wide receiver. So, I mean, Lee Hunter's available right now at 43. We can go get Lee Hunter. Just make it happen. He's the top best player available right now. Six three, 318, right? Big guy. 2.5 sacks, 8.5 tackles for loss, strong PFSN grade of 82. Really 24-year-old, do you know what I mean? Greg, guess what, Greg? We're getting Hunter. All right. Don't like this. Here's why. We can't draft 2027 right now. This ain't a fantasy league. So now we can go get hedged. I'm not mad at this. I'm hedged. I did hear today. I don't know if you guys heard this. Maybe that's why Greg put this on. If you guys follow us, but we had posted earlier today that Sam is actually there was a lot of Bears movement there at Kansas City. Watching Sam, okay. I mean, he grades out amazingly. He can reach out really good, pick up stunts, strength is below average, but he can outreach by longer defenders. He compensates with quality leverage when he is outreached by longer defenders and effective anchor footwork. He projects to be in zone schemes where he can operate on the move and move in space, but he has angle, IQ, intelligence, and athleticism to fulfill different roles. And he has impact starter and upside if he can play up with his strengths. And I think that with a guy like that still needs some polish, you get a guy like Dan Rusher who can definitely, make that guy better. I will say this, though. We could go get our safety. We got 2 picks right away. We could go get Genesis, Arizona, safety at Arizona, and then we could go get Sam Etched, out of Kansas State. We got 60 and 61. You know what I mean? Send Slim Boogie. I like Slim Boogie. Slim Boogie, if we get 175 for Deo to the Raiders, I'm game, bro. Let's do it. You guys want to do that right now? Let's do that. Let's propose a trade right now. I love this guy. This is good. This is good stuff. Thank you. This is quite possibly one of the best. Oh, okay. So we're going to go player. Here we go. I'm looking for Dale, guys. Burden, Sweat, Colson Loveland, Thuney, Grady Jarrett. They're not going to let me pick Deo. Damn it. There's only a certain amount of guys that they'll let me trade, which is crazy. I don't understand this. Huh. Hey, I like the idea, though. That was pretty cool. All right. We're going to take both. We're going to take both. First, we're going to get Genesis first. Now, here, I will say this. Look at this, though, guys. 64 and 96. What if Sam is still there? I mean, we got 61, 62, and 63. Those are three people to compete with. Look, we get 119 and our value offers 99. We jump up 20 spots, right? 20 spots. 54% versus our 45. I think this is good. I think we do it, and I think we can get this. I think we can get this. 61 and 148 for 64 and 96. We got to build and fill this team out, man. New England, they're not giving us enough. I'm going to go ahead and accept this offer. Fingers crossed. Okay. Even the draft, no, I'm motivated. I love that, dude. It's you guys are on fire tonight. You guys are great. All right, so you guys are gonna hate me. He's gone. He just got picked up by the Vikings. Oh my gosh. I'll never hear the end of this. Okay, we have to recover. Okay. We got picked 64 and 65. So let's try to not boo me out of the building, okay? So here's who we got available. We got a couple receivers in Clemson, Alabama, Jeremy and Antonio. Cornerback Keontae Scott. Might need a cornerback, guys. I need a cornerback. Mike Washington out of Arkansas. Ted Durst, wide receiver out of Georgia State. Josiah Troder, linebacker out of Missouri. Another cornerback out of Texas. And Kamari Ramsey, safety out of USC. I almost feel like Ramsey is probably our best pick right now because we still need to get that safety. But I'm willing to listen to you guys. And then also we've got Kalen Rutledge, guard out of Georgia Tech, and we've got Caleb Tiernan, offensive tackle. So what are you guys looking at right here? What are you interested in so far? Trotter, Washington, Ramsey. Mike Washington, the running back from Arkansas. You really want to go that high on a running back? I'm not saying that you're wrong, Greg. I'm just saying, like, with the potential, we have to fill in some pretty big holes. And I feel like running back is pretty good. I'm not saying we don't need to bolster it, but I think right now is a little bit. I don't know if this is a good time for that. Linebacker or cornerback. I'm okay with Miami, Keontae Scott out of Miami. I would say. I wouldn't mind this at all. Seems like a grinder, man. Seems like a grinder. Came out of JUCO, worked his way up. Not mad. Not mad at that one. Or Josiah Trotter. And then we get Will Lee from Texas A&M. You know what I mean? Or we go get Will Lee and Kamari. Get that linebacker rate later, Let's look at linebackers, see what's going on with the linebackers. You got Josiah Trotter, Jake Galladay, and Dante Lawson and Aiden Fisher. So next pick after these, we've got 96. So let's see if there's going to be, we get Deontay Lawson. He might be available at 96. After that, it'd be Aiden Fisher. So I feel like if we don't get a linebacker now, we definitely get one next round. But who can we live? Who can we not live without right now with this pick? Illinois Jones, great question, buddy. How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good day. Um, center. Let's go to offense. Logan Jones is available at 123. So we can get him at 96 also. We got picks 64 and 65. So we got 2 picks. We also got Brian Parker and Connor Lew. We got those guys available. I feel like we can do something. What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking right here? You want me to go to all? Show you all again what we got, what we're cooking with. Receivers, cornerback, running back, linebacker, tight end, guard, offensive tackle, safety. Oh, here, let me open this up a little bit. Sorry, guys. I'm hogging the screen. You guys got to tell me when that happens. Cornerback, safety, tight end, guard, offensive tackle, safety, running back, linebacker, defensive tackle. What do you guys think? We still need to get it. Well, we got a defensive tackle. What am I thinking? We're good. We're good on defensive tackle. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Troder at 65. You know what? I do too. What would you guys like at 64? The cornerback, Keontae Scott from Miami. Hetch is gone. He's already picked. Trotter. That's at 65. We get it. Just get him right now. Do you guys know what you want at 65 if we go Trotter at 64? Kamari Ramsey, safety. Oh, we already got Genesis Smith. My bad. Duh. Connor Lew. Connor Lew, center Auburn. Go with Trotter and Connor Lew. You guys good with that? I just said that. Literally, Slim Boogie. Didn't I just say that, guys? Chat, somebody tell me yes or no if I just said exactly what Slim Bo Boogie did. Maybe he showed up late. Yeah, I just said that. He had a lot of guys there for Bears, large presence, focus at center. From what I gather, a lot of people are saying the same thing. So Trotter and Lou's not a bad idea. So let's go ahead and get Trotter first. I think we can all agree that Trotter's the go-to. Okay. Josiah Trotter. All right. Done deal. Now, you guys want to go ahead and get Connor Lew? Connor Lew, 79. So that'd be 15 spots. I think 14 spots. I think we can get 14 spots. Let's trade 65 for 70. Yeah. Let's trade 65 for 70. So who's got? Browns. Trade with the Browns. See what they'll do. Okay, they won't do 141. They'll do 149 though, so we can get back into that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I like that. Let's see. Okay, cool. All right, there we go. Now, look at that, guys. We could still go get a receiver if you want. This is what we got so far. We got an edge, defensive tackle, safety, linebacker. Edge, defensive tackle, safety, linebacker. Now, we could go get a wide receiver, or we could get an offensive lineman. I'm not mad at getting a defensive back for sure. I'm not mad at getting a corner. I will say this though, Caleb Tiernan's available from Northwestern, and might be a good offensive lineman to go get. But we did say that we were going to go get Connor Lew. So I say we go ahead and get Connor Lew right now. That's what I would say. That's just me though. Or Jadarian Price, pick 81. Jadarian Price, running back from Notre Dame. Some people say he might go in the first round. Center is a spot left. I'm good with that, Greg. You guys want to go center? Let's go center. So we can go 79 or 98. So I will say this. We could drop 5 spots and see if we can get an extra pick. So who would be available at 75? Which team is trading at 75? That's what I always look at. The Dolphins. All right, so let's do a trade with the Dolphins. The Dolphins. Go 70. 75. Oh, it's so close. So close. Close. Let's see. I'm not mad. 4th rounder. Okay. There we go. All right, there we go. Quit trying to trade with us. All right, there's Connor Lew right there. We'll pick him up right now. Okay. Got him. Got your Connor Lew. Got your center, guys. Now look. People still want to trade with us. We'd trade 7th rounder next year for 196, fall 4 spots. And then next year, 7th rounder and a 164. I'm going to accept that. I like that. Solid one. Reject. All right. All right, guys. What are you guys looking at now? You guys want to go see what offensive lineman looks like right now? Or are you guys still looking at cornerbacks? What do you want to do? We got picks left, boys. Plenty of picks. We got 100, 149, 151, and 164. Bang. Bang, bang. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 picks. We got 2 extra picks out of all that. I would say we're doing pretty good. And we got Zion Young. And we got our edge, defensive tackle, our safety, linebacker, and offensive, our center. Bang, bang. Offensive line room is full on our roster. Okay. Well, let's go cornerback. What's Takario Davis or Malik Muhammad out of Texas or Washington? Malik, 6', 182. Malik the Freak, 83.1 PFSN grade. Impact war, he allowed a mere 59.4 QB rating. Very good on coverage. He is explosive and long, fluid, great long speed, effervescent reactive coil, easy sync and redirection. Inconsistent with his footwork and targeted physically impressed man. Engage blocks effectively and secure tackles. Okay. Mentally, he's not really. Okay. This guy, 6'4", 194 with almost a 10 RAS. He looked like a future top 50 pick. Standout 2023, put a pass, 15 pass breakups, 2024. Sharp regression, transferred from Arizona to Washington. Head coach Jed Fish. Ephesians Price Hawk in a familiar scheme. 87 PFSN. Quarterback passer rating, 52.5. Cover 3, side saddle, and press man. Davis stands out as ideal mid-round target with experience, technical versatility, playmaking reach, proactivity, and a solid, dependable run support profile. I do like the fact that he's run support at 6'4". That's hard. That's hard to get. I'm good with this guy right here. Takario Davis. Takario Davis out of Washington at pick 96. And we're picking him at 100. I'll go ahead and pick this guy up. There you go. You got yourself a defensive back, man. Kind of need a defensive back like you guys have been telling me. That's where I got that from. Shout out to you guys. Thank you. So here's where we're at. We got edge, Zion Young, Lee Hunter, defensive tackle, Genesis Smith, safety, Josiah Troder, linebacker, Connor Lew, Takario Davis. We already got a center from Auburn, Jones. We got the center from Auburn already. We can go get Ephesians Prysock, the other cornerback from Washington. That'd be kind of cool. Or Malachi Fields, wide receiver from Notre Dame. 6'4", 218. 58 catches for 811 yards, 5 touchdowns. Red shirt. Fields. Average over 17 yards per reception. 1.6 drop rate. Doesn't drop the ball much. I like that. 32.5-inch arms. He's a contact brawler. Contested catch first and a separator second. Senior Bowl showing boosted his stock across the industry, but even there, his best play was a diving downfield catch in a high variation situation. With his build, Fields brings question regarding his max level athleticism, vertical speed, and separation. Upside with lacking flexibility and deceleration. His hands are like vice grips, they say. Heavy-handed run blocking. Oh, he likes to block. No block, no rock. Needs to keep refining his game as a multi-level separator. Fields can improve his chances of going top 100, but needs to keep refining his game as a multi-level separator. So that sounds like a pretty good receiver, man. Not mad at that guy. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? See anybody here that interests you? You guys want to go after another linebacker and go after Torian York out of Texas A&M? Go after a defensive tackle, stack up on defensive tackles, or you go after a running back. It's up to you guys. Let me know what you guys want to do. Make sure you guys hit that like button, man. Please share this video with everybody. Appreciate your guys' view. You guys are awesome. You guys cool with Greg's idea? Wide receiver, safety, running back. Now we already do. I will say this: we already do have a running back. I mean a safety. I'm sorry. We already do have a safety in Genesis Smith. We picked him up third pick. So let's go wide receiver. I'm going to grab Malachi. Okay, I really like this guy. 131. I think this is a nice pickup here. At 149, we picked him up, and he was a 31 pick. Now we have an opportunity again to pick again, guys. 151. Are you talking about offensive lineman? I think he's talking about offensive lineman. Let's go after running back. So you want to go two safeties? I think he says he wants to go two safeties. Well, we just picked up that really big safety in Seattle. Bryant. He's going to play one. Maybe pick up a safety at 164. We get Roman Hemi from Indiana. 6 foot 208. Sturdy, compact frame. 100 catches and just 3 drops. He boasts some surest hands out of the backfield. He's a natural fit in zone schemes, projecting forward. His skill set profile is best as a versatile rotational back or passing game. This might be our running back, guys. You guys said you want a running back. Well, here you go. Rubber meets the road. Let's go get Roman Hemi. Yeah, but dude, we just picked up Genesis Smith. So you got to put Genesis Smith on there, Greg. We picked him up with our third pick, second rounder. So I say we do this guy first. We got our running back, right? Now we go and get another safety. $6'3", 206. I like that. 6'3", 205. 6'1". I like VJ Payne. Oh, we'll pick up, dude. Listen, they'll pick up somebody out of UDFA or a free agent. It's not over. It's not over. But we went ahead and took care of it in the draft, so that's who we got. Oh, we really need defensive tackles too. I would have doubled down on defensive line. So here we go. Zion Young, Lee Hunter, Genesis Smith, Josiah Troder, Connor Lew, Takario Davis, Malachi Fields, Roman Hemi, and VJ Payne, baby. Here we go. All right, we're going to restart this one. This one's mine now. You guys got that one. This one's mine. And like I said, with this one, I'm going to use PFF. So we're going to go fast, Bears, 7 rounds, PFF style. All right, here we go. $47.78. I don't think so. Cassius Howell at edge. Yes, I'm picking up Cassius Howell at edge. $57 for 92 and next year's second. Can't use it this time. Rejected. All right. Now, I will say this. Got my edge. Right? Go get Corleone. Cincinnati. Now, safety. Get my linebacker. Maybe. Okay. 98. We can wait a while for that. Center. 68. Propose a trade. Who do we got available? 65. Cardinals. Trade with the Cardinals. Arizona. Confirm. 60 for 65. Oh. 143. Okay. Posing the trade. Confirm. Accepted. Let's go. All right. Not mad at this one. 94 for 80. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and accept that. Okay. What do I have so far? Guys, don't mind me. This is my mock draft, so I'm not really going to look and see what you guys get or what you guys want. I'm just going to go best player available right now. I got Grayson. I already got my defensive tackle with Corleone. Dukes, 73, 74. Do I want to get a cornerback or do I want to get my center? Honestly, who would play first? My center probably play first. I'm going to go get Sam Hedge. Okay. There we go. I got edge, defensive tackle, center. Like I say, it always starts in the trenches. You guys know that. As a former left tackle, that's where I go. Feel it really helps out. You guys see what we did with our offensive line this year, fellas. I'm going to get my linebacker in Rodriguez right now. I know it's a little bit of a reach. We've been doing really good trying not to reach. But after this, I feel like it's a slight drop off. I wouldn't mind Lawson, but I really like Rodriguez out of Texas Tech. So that's my guy. With conviction, I could say that's my guy. Now, do I need a tackle over a corner? I do. I'm going to go ahead and get Will Lee out of Texas A&M. I like this guy, man. I like this guy a lot. 6'2", 189, Texas A&M. Pretty darn nice, man. 3 down, respectful. So there we go. Dude, the Jacks want to give me the kitchen sink for 129. I'm not mad at this one bit, but I really need to get this pick. because I got 143 available still. So, 4,500 yards from scrimmage. Yeah, this is the guy. Nicholas Singleton, running back. All right. I like what I'm doing. Things are looking pretty darn snazzy. Oh, I got to go get best player available. I already got my running back. I'm good on tight end. Ooh, yes. Yes, Drew Shelton, Penn State, got my tackle. Yeah, baby. All right. I got one more pick left. $241. Yeah. Colby Young, Georgia. Got him. That's a wrap. That's my draft, guys. Here we go. I got Cassius Howell, Dante Corleone. Got an edge, a defensive tackle, a center, a linebacker, a cornerback, a running back, a tackle, and a wide receiver. And just so you guys know, I'm going to go get myself some UDFAs. So, all right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this show. Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are dope. For sure. That's that. So we'll have a show tomorrow. Pretty sure something's going to happen. Polls has been cooking, right, guys? So you know something's about to go down, right? It's about to go down. So you guys know that's going to happen. I will say this, though. I will say this. I think his best moves are yet to come. I don't know anything. I'm just guessing. I think he's got a lot left. Okay. I think he's got a lot left in the tank. So thank you, British Scoreboard, being our sponsor. Thank you also. Donut Depot. And thank you also, Gourmet Popcorn. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Make sure you guys share this video. Do me a huge favor. After I complete this show, go back, comment, like. Let's get those likes up. Let's just get those comments going. And let's do another draft tomorrow. Yeah, let's do another draft tomorrow. Let's see what polls this guy cooking tomorrow. I will say this. He made it a lot easier for us to draft. Each time that he gets in to this, free agent frenzy, he really helps us out to figure out what it is that we need to draft. So I feel like we need to keep drafting, guys. We got one solid month of drafting. You know what I mean? Let's do one every day when we're on, okay? So have fun, Greg. Love you guys. You guys are the best. Chi-Town up, bear down. Hope everybody's safe and have a good night. Enjoy your family and loved ones. Peace.
Hops on the ice, red lights flash, goods in the summer, whole city mad. Track sick of tone, nigga ran for the sound. City ride with it, yeah, this our town. It's Chicago. Fucking here we live in Chicago. Sports podcast, yeah, we in it. Cut the take, cut the call. Whole city tell you when we turn the ball. It's Chicago. Let's pay lean.